A Bengaluru engineer who builds an AI helmet to flag traffic violations. And you are going completely viral at this point. Pankaj Tanwar, welcome to Red FM.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
So tell me, how did this all happen? Why did you decide to do this?
Yeah, so I regularly drive in Bangalore on my bike. And like every single day, I see a lot of people violating rules very casually. Like someone jumping the divider, or some auto wala guy is coming in the wrong lane, or someone is sort of driving without helmet. And it's dangerous for him also, and it's dangerous for me as well. Like people on the road also, it's very, very dangerous. And they don't even realize. Now, I did a bit of research and I figured out that Bangalore police actually has a way to report. And there are three mediums. One is the official app, another is a WhatsApp channel, another is next is your email. So I was trying to figure out a way where it can automatically, because if I'm on a bike, it's sort of very impossible to take a picture and report it on an app or any medium, right? So I was looking for a way where I can just automatically do it. And this is where this whole idea came in. So I thought maybe why not attach a camera on my helmet, on the vision where I am seeing it, right? So the camera will see what I am seeing. It's automatically able to figure out, real-time detect, ki, hey, these are the guys violating traffic rules. Right now it does a couple of violation detection. First is the helmet, no helmet if someone is driving without helmet. Second is the wrong lane driving if someone is doing it. Third is jumping dividers. So if it is able to recognize, ki, hey, this is the violation which is happening, then all of this happens on device. Then there's a second level of verification that's happened just to make sure it's a right flag, right? So what I do, I use GPT-4o model just to do a second level of verification. I send all of that information to GPT and say, hey, this is what context I have. What do you think? What is your confidence on this as a violation? And GPT will come back saying, hey, maybe I'm confident 80%, or maybe I'm confident like 90%. So my threshold is 95% as of now. If GPT is also confident, saying it's maybe 96%, 97%, the system itself directly emails the evidence with the number plate, which is figured out from by OCR, and then a bunch of information like timestamp, date, location, and all of other metadata information which is needed, automatically sends an email to traffic police, ki, hey, this is the violation I'm reporting. Now you guys can continue taking it ahead from here and generate a challan as request, or like as applicable. And then they'll spend some time reviewing it, and if they find it applicable, they'll automatically issue a challan to the guy. Yeah,
you
so
are
this is how it
so
works.
intelligent. Is there a way to clone your brain and give it to some other person? But it's insane how you came up with this. It's amazing. And can you tell us a little bit of the technicalities of this?
Yeah. So this is my helmet actually. This is a very regular helmet. There's nothing special in it. Now, to mount a camera, so the way mounting happens on a helmet, there's a mount setup that you'll have to buy and then attach it with your helmet, maybe somewhere here, somewhere. Some people prefer it here. But the thing is, it's very expensive, and it highly probable key maybe you'll have to get some customization done here, which is maybe can impact your helmet in some ways. So I did a bit of a jugaad kind of a setup. So this is a tape that I'm using. It's a very special kind of a tape. I'm not able to recall the name of it, but the way it works is, it's one part of it is over here, another part of it is this stick on my webcam. This is a regular webcam, and now at any point of time I can just go, whenever I'm going out, I can just touch it and then press it. So it's gonna stick, and now it has solid grip, so it's not coming out very easily. To just remove it, I just have to pick it from here and then remove it. So in this way, I don't have to pay a lot of money for mounting, etc., all of that setup, and it's very easy to plug out. And I can remove this also. Maybe tomorrow I'm interested, hey, maybe I want to have it here. So that also at point of time I can have it. So now what happens, for example, the camera is connected like this. This is like a single second it takes. Now next step is, so this is a Raspberry Pi that I have. So Raspberry Pi is, you can assume it as a mini computer. It's a mini computer which has everything in it, all the processing, etc. It has storage, it has memory card, 128 GB memory card. You can extend it. There's a 8 gig memory, all of that, which does all that processing. So I connect it to this device. So it has a service running inside it. It's a Python service. What it does, so it captures the real-time frame which is coming from this webcam, and at the same time it transfers it to this device, and then this device starts processing. And the real time it detects ki who are violating. First it detects the vehicles, ki how many vehicles are there. Second, then for each vehicle there are separate violations which can possible. For example, for a bike or a two-wheeler, possible violations are without helmet you're driving, or driving in a wrong lane. For a car or four-wheeler, there'll be different type of violations, right? So accordingly it does all of that validations, and one it's figured out ki yes, I'm confident ki hey, this is what the violation this person is doing. I've clicked a couple of pictures and I figured out that this is a better frame, this is a clear frame. I'm able to do OCR on it and figure out the number plate. And there are open source models that I've used, which are trained on Indian data set, which are able to easily figure out that this is the number plate from the photo. Once this is the first level. Second level is calling a GPT-4o API, saying ki, hey, this is the information that I have. These are a couple of photos. Now, what is your confidence on what I am saying? Then GPT will come back saying, hey, maybe I'm 98% confidence. It will do its own reasoning and maybe comes back saying 98% is what I'm confident about. Then if it's above 95%, automatically sends an email to the traffic police department, and then they'll take it ahead from there. Now to power this is a power bank that I have. I can when I'm at home, I normally attach a typical charger, but while I'm carrying it outside, I just attach it here. It's very easy to plug like this. Yeah, so it started, right? So it's very easy to operate also. Now right now I don't have any case or anything as such, that's why it looks a little ugly. I just hacked it around in a day or so. So it's a very early stage, but it works pretty decently. For no helmet detection, it works really well. And I can just put it in my pocket and then wear this helmet and go around in the city, and automatically it will figure out hey, what all violations are there. So this is the first step which it does in real time. Now what happens is maybe I'm driving a bit fast, or maybe I'm it on the real time detection it missed a couple of stuff. So when I come home and I put it on my desk, at the night time it will automatically run a script. It will trigger sort of a cron job. In a technical terms, it's called a cron job. What it will do, it will go through the entire recording and figure out is there anything I missed. So people who got missed, they will also get flagged over here. So this is a two kind of a process which runs. And at the end of the day, traffic police receives the request and they go through it. If they find it applicable, they just issue challans, and people who did violations has to pay for that.
Which location are you based out of in Bangalore?
Yeah, I currently staying very close to Belandur. There's an area called Kadubisana is where I'm staying. It's very close to
everyone
ORR.
is going to move out of Belandur very soon.
I'm staying very close to ORR. ORR is very infamous for people who are like driving in wrong lanes or maybe without helmets. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
The Bangalore traffic police reached out to you. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I casually put it out on Twitter saying, hey, I was bored this weekend and I had this idea, I had this frustration. So I just thought of building it. I just built it and I shared a couple of information. This is how it works. And I just went to sleep. And when I woke up, it literally exploded. It so far it has like 2.5 million views only on Twitter. And a lot of founders also reached out, like companies who are building webcams, they also reached out. And also that Bangalore traffic police also reached out. A couple of big officers from other states also reached out. They're also kind of really interested in the idea. Because this is intuitive, this is very natural. Because in general, in a country like India, it's a very sad statement to make, but people follow rules only out of fear. Right? So that's the only way to make people understand that you need to follow rules. So, and to make them understand what idea is there, maybe you install cameras, or second you put up cops over there. Now you do it at scale. It's sort of technically very impossible to make that happen, or at least in a country like India, it will take forever to make that happen. And this idea where this device costs like less than 4,000 rupees, and this is because I'm using like this is a very high-end machine which I'm using. I can maybe use a very cheaper version of it, which will work just fine. This webcam is also I can get a very cheaper one, which will just be okay. Power bank also I'm using a pretty expensive, and this I'm get it for a very cheap rate, right? And for even bike, I need a power bank. For car webcam setup, I don't even need a power bank. I just put it in the battery. It can be powered from the car itself. So this solution can be built in like couple of $1,000, and then if you put it out everywhere, like if everybody or even 5% of the people start using it, then there'll be sort of AI surveillance happening on the road almost everywhere, at least in big cities, right? And this is at literally a very small cost, because if you go about putting up AI cameras in the city, it's gonna cost a bomb, right? And to maintain that, you need to have a dedicated team to make sure all of that functions very well. That also will take a lot of money. And this is a very cheap solution. You can just integrate. And if we plan to, so for example, car dash cam is a very nice market where you can just plug it in, right? Because people already buying dash cams for their own safety for other obvious reasons. And if we just integrate this software in their setup, the cost is not going to change that much, but we have a setup where people are directly also reporting violations. So another thought that I had in my mind is, because in India the violations reporting happens, but and challan also gets generated, but 80% of the people don't pay. So only like roughly 20 or 25% people pay. This is a big problem. Now to solve that, another idea was, because it does OCR and figures of the number plate, right? So for car, at least we can just directly detect it from FASTag, or maybe we give a window ki, hey, maybe this is a challan generated. You have a window of 7 days to dispute or say ki something wrong is detected. Otherwise, just put it, cut it from the FASTag. It will be a just seamless integration. This is just a thought that I have in my head right now.
If you were not an engineer, you would have definitely become a traffic police. But amazing. I mean, this is so cool, right? The idea. Can you tell us more about the specifications of all this?
Yeah. So the webcam that I'm using, it's a very normal webcam. I'm not using anything fancy. It has like 8 megapixel or something. And unless like I'm going on a very rough road or maybe my head is shaking a lot, it's able to capture decent frame. But if I put it on webcam or in a car dash cam where the car is a much more stable setup, so this will be able to click much more clearer picture, and the OCR will be pretty easy to do, or maybe detection also will be pretty easy to do. So yeah.
What is your message to all the startup founders looking at you right now, watching you?
What my philosophy is, always stay curious and just try to solve the problems that you have. Like most of the projects, or almost every project that you'll see, I have a section on my website where I put up all the projects. It's just to solve my problems. And most of the startup founders will also say the same thing. The company started by solving their own problems. They had a problem, they tried to solve it, right? So this is my message to like whoever is listening. You just start looking at the problems that you have around you and just try to solve it, just for fun. There's no incentive you might need to solve that. It's just fun. Just you learn a couple of things which will definitely help, maybe today or not today, then maybe sometime in future definitely help you. And the new opportunity you will definitely get, you'll not realize it today, but maybe someday some person figures out, hey, you've done this, and they'll reach out to you, and then maybe your life can change. So this, for example, this project, I just built it for fun. I had no intention of like, I didn't even knew ki maybe so many people will just check it out and relate to it, and it just literally exploded. And I have so many people reaching out to me in DMs ki, hey, maybe if you are interested, you want to collaborate on this project and maybe take it a step further. So yeah, you never know what could change your life. So just start building stuff, start experimenting, start solving problems that you see around yourself. So yeah, that's it.
Great. And how does it feel to become a viral star overnight?
It feels really great. It feels, because to be honest, I didn't know ki these many people will relate to the problem. I just built it out of frustration, because I had this problem, I tried to solve it, and so many people seeing relatable ki, hey, this is an actual problem. And this feels really nice, because this couple of people reached out ki, hey, they got inspired from this project and they tried to solve it a different problem in their own way. So it feels really nice that people are getting inspired from people like person like me. Mm-hmm. And at end of the day, it feels really good. You are doing something, going back to the society and doing something with them as well.
Talking about traffic violations, can you build a product for marriage violations or relationship violations? Anyone who's maybe cheating?
Yeah, so this is a little wild idea. So what I had in my head some time back, so a small project that I built, it's a sort of a pretty controversial project. So what I did was, so my mom recently joined Instagram, right? And she used to post a couple of pictures every day because it was new to the platform. And then she expected me to also like her pictures, every picture. But I'm not on Instagram. I don't like to use the app. So I can't say no to her also. So what I did was I wrote a script. What it does, it logs into my Instagram and then likes her pictures and then drops a comment which is trained on our WhatsApp messages, me and my mom. And based on that, the way I talk to her and that tone, and it's that project also sort of went really viral, and my mom so far hasn't figured it out. I had to stop it, but it's very cool thing that I feel.
But it's so nice to have you here in the Red FM office.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for dropping by and congratulations once again.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.